All right, more volume practice. Let's go ahead and jump in here on number 13. A cylindrical water tower has a diameter of 38 feet and a height of 150. Water flows at a rate of 685 gallons per minute. How long will it take to fill the tower? So if we're talking about a cylinder, all right, we know the volume and it says 1 cubic foot equals 7.5 gallons. There's the hint again that this is a volume question. Okay, if the diameter is 38, by the way, that means the radius is 19. That's half. All right, it's 150 feet. So volume would be pi times 19 squared times 150, which is going to be a pretty large number. So 170,117. And then it also says that's how many cubic feet. And it says that 1 cubic foot is 7.5 gallons. So I need to multiply that by 7.5. So I have a really large amount, 1,275,000. So 879 gallons. And so then if the rate is flowing in there at this many gallons per minute, then you would divide by 685 and you would get your final answer of 1862. Okay, so there's that one. This is a very similar one. Water supply tunnel. This was built 105 miles long. How much earth did they remove? And so it took them a long time. So you need to do some conversions right here. If you want to think of it as a long tunnel, all right, that's cylindrical. They removed a ton of earth in there, and see if you can figure out how to get that answer. Okay, this is another one. The largest enclosed tank in the world. It's a cylinder. Here's one right here. The diagram below shows a section of concrete drainage pipe, which is in the shape of a hollowed out cylinder, right cylinder. So picture right here, we're talking about, something like, where'd I picture that? This stuff right here. It's a cylinder. It's still heavy. There's some volume to it. All right. So let's jump back in here. And so notice this is centimeters and this is meters. So remember, let's check our 1 cubic centimeter. There's our hint again. Cubic centimeter. All right. Weighs that much. So we know this is a volume question. And I know that 500 or 5 meters is 500 centimeters. So I need to get everything into cubic centimeters to do this problem. So to find the area of just the concrete, which is around here, and not the hole in the middle, I'm going to do a subtraction strategy. I want to go ahead and find the volume of the entire big cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to say my volume is my big cylinder minus the small cylinder. That's my plan. So pi, 45 divided by 2 would be 22.5. Pi squared times height, which is 500. And then I'm going to subtract off the hole in the middle because that takes care of all that too. So the half of 30 would be 15. So pi times 15 squared times a height of 500. So if I had to subtract all that in my calculator, I get my volume here, and that's how many cubic centimeters it is. How much does it weigh? It doesn't look like I finished the problem right here. So this is how many cubic centimeters there are. 1 cubic centimeter weighs this many pounds. So I need to multiply that by, because I have this many cubic centimeters, and each cubic centimeter weighs that much. So times 0.005305. So I'm still looking at 2,300 pounds. Right? Pretty heavy piece of drainage pipe. Again, that's why they use cranes to lift all those. All right. One other one, since this page, if you haven't noticed, all has to do with cylinders. You are going to need to understand this idea is to undoing the volume of a cylinder or any prism. The volume is already 135 and the height is 15. What's the radius down here? What would be the radius of that? So how would I have to work this backwards? So you just need to look at the formula. What have we been doing each time to find volume? We've been doing pi r squared times h, and that's giving us, in this example, 135. And our height is 15. Let's go ahead and put a 15 in there just to save room. So how do I solve this for r? Well, I need to divide both sides by 15 pi, because I need to divide by the pi as well. All right, and you're gonna have to be careful in your calculator, because your calculator is going to follow order of operations. You are going to have to put this in parentheses, divided by 15 pi, because otherwise your calculator will multiply by pi. It will only divide by 15. Okay, so that means my radius is, or r squared is 2.86, which means r would be the square root of that. Second square root, second answer. 1.69. That's how I got that answer over there of 1.7. Okay, so I hope you see how to do that. This is an undo. This is a work backwards problem. Again, a strategy that we're going to need to know and be able to apply. And you just got to write down the formula and then look at the equation and think about how to get R all by itself. All right, good luck with the rest.